All right, let's talk about some of this news that's been breaking. It's D23 weekend, so we're definitely going to get a ton of news tonight. We might do some videos, but there definitely will be an influx of videos this weekend, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into some of this other news right here. First and foremost, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We got a video on Alien Romulus first reactions, which we'll talk briefly in this video. And then we have a video on Cuckoo and its ending and what it all meant. We're on the road to 35,000 subscribers. We are less than about 3,000 ago. So super excited to get to that. But let's get on with the first piece of news, which is Joaquin Phoenix not moving forward with Todd Haynes' gay romance, which was supposed to star Joaquin Phoenix, and the actor has exited. And that means the production has shut down. According to this exclusive from Deadline, Todd Haynes' gay romance movie is completely dead. That's what the article says. The pic had been in limbo for the last 2 weeks as Joaquin Phoenix reportedly stormed off the set of the movie, which also starred Top Gun Maverick's Danny Ramirez. Feel bad for Danny Ramirez. Producers during that time were trying to put this back together again. So apparently they had crew members already out and all of that, and it apparently isn't happening. And from my understanding of reading all of this, apparently the reason for the production not moving forward is because the big draw of it from financiers and production people was that Joaquin Phoenix would have starred in this. There was buzz about the film already, and a lot of things were moving and people were excited for it, you know? So I don't know. It's a very interesting story. We'll talk more about it and see what will be filled, but overall kind of disappointed. I was really looking forward to it. Such a great cast, director, all of that, but we'll see what happens with that. So in other news, and this one's more of a cast, Soulmate has found its lead in Lily Sullivan, which is the Megan spinoff. So we know that Lily Sullivan came to the limelight with Evil Dead Rise not too long ago, and now we'll be joining Blumhouse's new film set in the Megan universe. Lily Sullivan will portray the gorgeous, artificially intelligent android that a man acquires to help him cope with the loss of his recently deceased wife. In an attempt to create a truly sentient partner, the man inadvertently turns a harmless love bot into a deadly soulmate. This is the film that we've said is a bit more in the traditional 90s domestic thrillers with a modern technological twist. So Kate Dolan will be directing this, who did You're Not My Mother, and the script comes from Raphael Jordan and based on the story by James Wan, Ingrid Basu, and Jordan. And of course, it will be part of this bigger universe. We do know there is another Megan film on the way as well, 2.0, and I don't know, we'll see. Lily Sullivan was great in Evil Dead Rise. We'll see how she does in this upcoming film. But we have also gotten some cool 12 minutes of Alien Romulus behind the scenes footage, which is loaded with a ton of the practical effects they used. Already watched it, I really dug it, and I'm just gonna say it, if you don't want to go into this movie knowing much, maybe you shouldn't be looking at most of the marketing. That's all I'll say. First reactions for Alien Romulus have been coming in as well. Some are saying it's the best movie in the franchise, others are saying it's one of the best, but for the most part things have been positive. They are praising its final and third act, where they say things get crazy and insane. So here's me waiting to see this movie until next week, which I will be more than glad to share my reactions once we do see that film, because I have been anticipating this one for some time. I think Fede Alvarez is such a tremendous director, and I'm curious to see what he has done for the Alien franchise. So D23, as I said, has kicked off, and we have been getting some pretty cool insights into some things that some of the people are starting to show up, including things for Star Wars as well as Marvel and all of these panels, and I'm very excited for them. The thing that I've been most anticipating though is this King Thanos for this new ride that's going to be at Disneyland, and I will be talking more about that once we get some more information, but it just sounds great. So one of the last piece of news I want to talk about is apparently there might be a Gambit movie in the works, and that's according to Channing Tatum, who says it's pretty much up to Disney, Bob Iger, and Kevin Feige, but that he is definitely down. If you remember correctly, a couple of years ago they were in fact going to be doing a Gambit movie, but then it turned out that it went under the radar. And of course, recently, spoilers ahead for Deadpool, Gambit did make an appearance in that film as Channing Tatum made the role. But we'll see what happens. I'd be interested in a Gambit movie for sure. I was always interested in one. In 2019, Alexandra Aja released Craw, which put Kaya Scodelario up against a Category 5 hurricane and a bunch of hungry alligators. On a $13 million production budget too, the movie made $90 million million worldwide. Of course, sequel talks began immediately, but now we are getting reports that Crawl 2 is officially happening, deep in development, and Aha will be returning with Andrew Dushman and Jason Pagan, who are writing the film, who did Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. So the Hollywood Reporter also says Crawl 2 will feature a new cast and new location, in this case the more urban dangers of New York City, according to sources. Producers on the film include Aja and as well as Sam Raimi. I don't know if I'm supposed to say Aja or Aja, but I'm definitely excited to see this new film. I thought Crawl was such a genuinely good, surprising film. Like, I wasn't expecting much of it, to be honest, and I got something that was very interesting. So I'm excited to see how this one is going to be, and you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but let me know what you think about all of these news right here. Are you excited for the new films that are coming out? Are you sad about the Todd Haynes and Joaquin Phoenix movie now going underwater and all that? But this weekend is a pretty medium weekend, I think, for the box office. We do have Borderlands if you want to check that out. They also have It Ends With Us, which apparently might be one of the biggest surprises of the year in terms of box office, because it's already steaming up a ton of money, and we might actually have it come in second, with the Deadpool movie still of course being number one. But there's also Cuckoo if you want a little bit more of an indie film, and some films that are playing in some select theaters, which I really recommend, are Kneecap, Sing Sing, and Dee Dee. Those three films are so good. I saw them in a week last week, and I'm just telling you, watch those films whenever you get the chance, especially in the theater for sure. But let me know what you're going to be watching this weekend, and we do got a ton of videos on D23. I will be talking all weekend about the event. I believe there will be a panel tonight where they make some announcements, but I think the main panel for some of the other things from Marvel and all of that will be tomorrow, so we'll be discussing that then. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything we discussed and what you're looking forward to, and check out our other videos. Follow us on our website www.culturalelixir.com, as well as Instagram at itsculturalelixir, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.